Okay, we're going straight into this one. It's Martin Murray against Billy Joe Saunders. Good evening, everybody. Billy Joe Saunders, Martin Murray, live audio commentary, blow by blow commentary on by BWTM Sports. They're both men in the ring. Billy Joe Saunders in the ring, and Martin Murray. This fight is here quickly because of James Tennyson's one-round knockover job against I don't know a guy from Canada who travelled an awful long way to get knocked over real quickly. So here we are, Martin Murray and Billy Joe Saunders. We know Saunders is unbeaten. For me, Saunders' performances of late haven't been very impressive since he fought what's his name? I can't remember the game. The puncher from Canada. So this is a fight that I think, for me, Martin Murray. They keep calling him the nearly man, but I think Martin Murray is good enough to beat Billy Joe Saunders. People think I'm talking rubbish, but I think Martin Murray is good enough to beat Billy Joe Saunders. In fact, I think Martin Murray is better than the guy that Billy Joe Saunders almost lost to his last fight. The question about Martin Murray is, sometimes being out of the ring for a while gives your body time to rest and you can rededicate yourself and you can get your passion back. But if you're a shot fighter, then you're still a shot fighter. You may not have punch resistance and all the rest of it. It just depends on how much Martin Murray's got left. But if Martin Murray is still sturdy, he still takes a great shot, he still comes forward, he still wants to have a fight, then what I would love to see Martin Murray is from round one early, take the attack to Billy Joe Saunders, work the body, right, for the first half to six, work Billy Joe Saunders' body, right, and try and look for it to try and stop Billy in the second half of the fight. That's where he tends to tire. Martin Murray, I'm fed and sick and tired of people telling me about him being a nearly man. He got robbed, blatantly got robbed. Martin Murray. I hope you can hear me well here. He blatantly got robbed. The Sergio Martinez fight, he got robbed. Everyone knows he got robbed. They call him a nearly man. Yeah, the Golovkin fight was a bit different, okay? But, I think Martin Murray's a good fighter. If Billy Joe Saunders is levels above, then tonight we have to see Billy Joe Saunders fight levels above. Do you understand? I'm sick and tired of hearing people are levels above, and then when the performances come out, it's substandard or just performances that are average. You know. So we're just waiting for Billy Joe Saunders and Martin Murray to get going. By the way, if you're listening in, wherever you are in the world listening to this, just to let you know now that BWTM has its own BWTM online app is now available on Android, so you can download it for free and get all the good stuff. So both guys are walking around waiting for the fight to begin. A little bit of walking around from both men. So Martin Murray's record, 45 fights, 39 wins, 17 by KO with 5 losses. But his losses, Martin Murray, have been against good fighters. George Groves, Golovkin, against Sergio Martinez. Martin Murray's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. So I'm more interested in this fight only because I want to see if Martin Murray can cause the upset. He shouldn't cause the upset, but I just want to know if he can cause the upset. Because there's always expression in British boxers say, "Oh, there's no one that deserves a world title more than this person." Well, I think if that's the case, then I think that would be Martin Murray. Well, 29 fights, 29 wins, 14 by KO. We're talking about the man himself, Billy Joe Saunders. He's next up in line for Canelo. Should Canelo get past Callum Smith, which I believe he will do, I think he'll slip inside the jab of Callum Smith and then work that body, and Callum Smith will just stay on the ropes like this, and it'll be it'll be body shot party for Canelo, and then it'll be Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders. That fight will be made quicker if Billy Joe Saunders looks poor tonight. So, is this a mate stew, or is this really for real here? And we've seen 2 fastest tonight. I don't know where they're picking. I think they're picking up these fighters so far from Romford or somewhere in Essex, right? And from Fitness First, there must be. But here we go. It's round 1. Saunders versus Murray. It's on. So Murray taking centre of ring with Saunders. Both come to centre of ring. Just fainting at the moment. Saunders just behind the guard, just backing up a second, just looking for the jab. Saunders popping out from the right jab from the southpaw stance. Murray orthodox. Both guys looking at one another. So for me, the first thing is Martin Murray's punch resistance. That's a big key for this fight. I'm not saying Saunders is the biggest puncher in the world, but if your punch resistance goes, then you're that shell of a fight, because what Murray was always known for was his durability. So we'll see. Again, Saunders on the front foot, just popping out a right jab. So Murray's on the back foot, hands up, looking at Saunders, moving around the ring. Saunders looking to close the range down on Murray and look straight left hand there to the gut from Saunders. Right jab from Saunders. Murray on the back foot still. Hasn't thrown a meaningful punch yet. Little jab there from Murray. It's been a while since he's boxed, so he's probably got his anxieties there as well. Double jab there, triple jab there from. They're just tap jabs. They're nothing. There's no real power in those jabs from Saunders. Saunders tries to throw a combination there to the body, and Murray answers him back. The other thing is, if you get these fights sometimes and you drag yourself down for weight, if you're a big guy, you drag yourself down for weight, and you're older, sometimes you can get cut. You're more susceptible to cuts. And there's reddening over, it looks the right eye of Martin Murray already. I hope that's not a cut and just reddening. Just want to see how much Martin Murray's got left. Okay, but at the moment, it's Saunders. And that's Murray's tightening his guard up and looking to come forward and push. But little accommodation there from Billy Joe Saunders. Now Murray comes forward a bit and tries to dig a body shot, and they're both tying up now. Let's see physically who's stronger in the clinch. Let's see. Both in the clinch there. So Murray would now know about physical strength between him and Billy Joe Saunders. Actually, physically, Billy Joe Saunders up close isn't that strong physically. I know this firsthand. And that's not a disrespect to him. I was surprised. I went down to the gym in West Ham actually, and there was there Jimmy Tibbs, who's prepared to fight Chris Eubank Jr. And me and Billy get on pretty well, and we were inside. I just showed him how to do his holding on one arm and hitting with the other, and some of these sort of things that you learn in America, the dirty tricks. I was teaching him how you hold a hand and grabbing, and he said, "What's that?" And then Tibbs will say, "Oh, what's that?" So I had him in the clinch. I could hold him physically in the clinch, and he wasn't physically he wasn't as strong as I thought he would be. Billy Joe Saunders in a clinch. So we were actually like tussling at the time, and then Tibbs obviously didn't like the tussle because I wasn't boxing anything. It was just I was showing him the how to hold, grab the hand and hold it and pull it in toward, tuck it in tight. But even that, you could feel he wasn't physically that strong. But I'm sure he does punch very hard as a in this from the southpaw stance, and a very skillful boxer indeed, Billy Joe Saunders. I always think he's been a wasted talent. I think he could do so much more. I just hope now in his later years he can capitalize and do more. This is round 2. See, I just feel that Billy Joe Saunders, after he fought the Canadian, I can't remember what the Canadian's name is again. That was the fight I thought he would have his career would have kicked on. It didn't. So outside the ring, misdemeanors and lackluster performances. Okay, it's round 2. Billy's just on the front foot now, trying to get that right jab going again. Murray now comes out a bit more for round 2. Throws his own right to the body. So I think Murray needs to know whether he can take Saunders' best shot. If he knows he can take Saunders' best shot again in the clinch again, Saunders got his head down on Murray's chest, and the referee breaks them up. I think Murray needs to know to himself, look, if I can take Saunders' best shot, I need to know what that left hand feels like. If I can take his best shot, then it's on. And if I can't, then you know what? I'm not looking to get knocked out tonight. I'll just look to, you know, box where I can carefully. So, because I see from Murray, he comes forward, he puts his two hands up, and he's coming forward to try and close range. Saunders throws 3 shots, and they're all missing. So Murray's got his tactic where he just puts his guard forward like this, and then moves forward, steps in. Now the referee's having a word about Billy Johnson about use of the head. I was pointing out early on, just a moment ago, about him putting his head on Murray's chest and pushing him towards the ropes. This could end up being an ugly fight the way it's going for me. Because Saunders looks like he's gonna, he will use his head. Referee's warned him about it. Saunders tries a wide left hand, but Murray catches it. He doesn't seem to have any problems using his head, and Murray's not a guy who's going to stick around and accept that. Nice little short combination from Saunders. Spins Murray. Saunders is just a little bit off the mark. I think that's simply because he hasn't boxed for a while, so the sharpness might be there. I expect Saunders to start getting sharp rounds 5 and 6, you know, for sharpness. It's all right sparring, but, you know, it's that ring rust, being inside the ring and adjusting to boxing with no crowd. Murray just coming forward, but not really throwing anything, threatening to come forward. Murray gives Saunders sort of look at the end of the round and goes back to the corner. Question marks for this fight. Can Billy Joe Saunders do the 12 rounds comfortably? That's what I want to know. You know, he's been out a year. I don't know how his training camp's been. You know, so he's Mr. Inconsistent. Good evening to people. Oh, wow, we've got people in the room. Good evening to you all. Hope you're well. Denise Ward Murray for that going assistance, do you think? Nah, it could do. Lemieux, that's it. David Lemieux. Since the Lemieux fight, let's give people a shout out quickly. Luke Villa, shout out, good evening. Denise Ward, shout out, good evening. Louis Still 1700, good evening. Suzella, good evening. How you doing? Yes, Denise, and it's David Lemieux. Indeed, you're absolutely right. This is round 3, and at the moment, if I'm honest to you, if I'm really honest to you, this is a glorified sparring session. This is what it is. A glorified sparring session. This fight heats up when Murray or Saunders decide to take chances. So Murray starts throwing right hand there. So Murray gave Saunders a strange look at the end of the round. That a sort of look that you give a person when you don't really rate them that much. If I'm honest with you, and you look at Murray's record, he's fought the better opposition. Good right hand there by Murray, by the way. Nice right hand for Murray. Murray's fought the better opposition. I don't know why people dismiss Murray so much. He's fought the better opposition. He's fought Golovkin. He fought Golovkin. I'm sure he fought Sturm. Did he fight Sturm? He fought Golovkin. Good little short uppercut inside there from Saunders, round 3. He fought Martinez. He's fought Golovkin. He's fought better opposition. George Groves. He's fought better opposition. Do you understand? So I'm not sure there's anything that Murray should be scared of Billy Joe Saunders. I guess it's just having confidence in your own chin and your own ability after being out for so long. Saunders just throwing the jab out and trying to catch Murray with this wide left hook sort. But Murray's he's clearly up on that. Saunders just tapping out the jab and got his hands down by his side. Early on, Murray caught Saunders with a right hand. And I do believe that right hand got Saunders' attention. Saunders using a combination now, and Murray's just tucking up. Again, I'm just looking at Murray's eye at the moment. That's concerning me. The way it's reddening him up. Jab from Saunders. Again, Murray hasn't. Well, he's probably gonna have to try. He's trying to work out the southpaw stance as well. Murray's trying to get to work here, trying to throw a right hand again. It's all quite messy. Murray double jab and right hand to the stomach of Saunders. Saunders on ropes, throws a 1-2-3 combination back and spins out of there. Hands down by the side. Again, this is nothing more than a glorified sparring session at the moment. Again, I'm looking at Murray trying to get forward now for a combination again. Saunders ties him up and Murray tries to work on the inside there and back to the ropes again. Saunders push him to the ropes. Again, end of the round. So I'm still trying to work out whether this is a scouting mission for Martin Murray, or Martin Murray is struggling with the southpaw stance of Billy Joe Saunders. But he did catch Saunders with a nice straight right hand in the round. Sup, homie? Yes, Andrew. Hope you're well. Ishmael Malik, good to see you, brother. Dan, is Billy Joe Saunders on the front foot or Murray? Saunders, for the most part, is on the front foot. Saunders next, Saunders now. Saunders is a tricky southpaw. He is a tricky southpaw. But I've always been of the belief if you're going to beat Saunders, you've got to literally put it on him from round one. You've got to put it on him and work his body early on. Because he's quite gas tankle's always been a question mark. Beautiful uppercut from Saunders there. Now, you've had 4 rounds now, Martin. Was it 4? This is the 4th round now. Right, Martin, let's see a bit more from you now, son. You've had 4 rounds to have a look. Let's see what you're going to do now. Saunders out. Popping out that right jab. Murray on the front foot now. 1-2 from Saunders back. Murray with a jab. Murray trying to move, get forward. Hands tucked up tight, Murray. Using the jab. Saunders back against the ropes. Right hand, left hook misses there. To the body from Murray. Jab from Murray. Okay, look, we're seeing a bit more from Murray in this round. 3 more punches from Murray. The engine's beginning to get going now. Right hand from Murray over the top. Murray, there's good right hand again. He's fighting with a straight right hand again, Murray. Saunders just out of distance with his replying. Good right hand to the straight right hand to the stomach and to the chin have been Murray's best weapon, and he is landing it. And he's catching Saunders cleanly with it as well. I'm not sure Saunders has made the adjustment yet. Saunders tried to throw a combination. He just looks a bit scrappy and a little bit off time. Good little combination there from Saunders. Straight from the middle with his straight left hand. Snapped Murray's head back, but Murray didn't go anywhere. So I think, okay, I've taken that, Murray's saying. Martin Murray just held Saunders in the clinch and sort of threw a body shot when he had him in the clinch. Murray just got his hands up there against the ropes, tying up Saunders. All right, he tied up Saunders nicely there. I don't know what Saunders trying to throw a left hand there. And Murray had his right hand held, and referee had to break them up. Good left hand there from Billy Joe Saunders. Timed Murray as he was coming in with the right hand, with a beautiful left hand. But Murray took it. That was best combination. Here comes Saunders now with a combination. But Murray slips under it. Saunders on the front foot now. Looking for the left hand. Murray on the ropes. Combination there. Oh dear. Down goes Murray, or was that a slip? Was that a slip? Or did he hurt him there? I'm wondering. Saunders has got his hands down by his side now. Oh dear. This is not looking good. Hands down by the side from Saunders. And I don't know if that dropped Murray or not. The referee gave him a no count, but I thought he hurt Murray there. Nah. No upset tonight. I don't think. looks to me that Mr. Murray is shot. Let me look at this shot again, I'll tell you. Straight left hand through the middle. Let's look at it. Okay. And I know Saunders misses that left hand. And I walked into a crunch shot. There's it. It's a left hand there. Now, did he hurt him there? Let's look at it now. He gets Murray on the ropes, hits him with 1-2, and Murray legs dip, and loses balance and falls over. Yeah, is that considered a knockdown? Well, if his hands touch the canvas, that's a knockdown. After a punch, I'll consider that a knockdown. I mean, you judge for yourself, but I thought it was a knockdown. The fight is going to be a snooze fest. Show you what. I believe that body is the key to beating Saunders. He does blow it out when not fighting, agree. Sarah Kate Robinson, okay. Any fight will be a snooze fest with Billy Joe Saunders, okay. You know what? I think Saunders might stop Martin Murray, you know. Just from what I'm seeing here. Combination here from Saunders. Murray against the ropes. No, I think Saunders is going to stop Murray. Just this feeling. I think he'll stop him. I think he might stop him quite bad as well. Just this feeling I'm seeing now. Just a feeling. Murray backing up to the ropes. This is definitely not the Martin Murray, of course, back in the day. I know why would it be? Saunders using the left jab, kind of trying to hold Murray there and get his, using the right jab, trying to use and bring the left hand straight through the middle. Saunders is trying to throw the left hand through the guard of Martin Murray, straight through the guard, and he has been successful with it, and then come back for a right hook. That's the combination he's been looking for on Martin Murray. And Martin Murray has been a sitting duck for it. Jab for Martin Murray. 1-2 again from Saunders as Murray tucks up. I've never quite understood that. If you've got your hands covering up your ears and earmuffs and you're getting hit in the face straight with a straight left hand, why would you keep putting your hands up like that? I don't understand it. So Murray's walking forward, and anytime Saunders wants to catch him, he hits him with a straight through down the pipe with the left hand, and Murray just stands there. There's the right hook there from Saunders. Straight for the middle, left hand, and then to the body. Saunders put his combinations together now. They tries to uppercut for the middle. Saunders going for his full repertoire tonight on Martin Murray. And Murray's just walking forward, hands up, but not offering much back. To me, I think Murray's seen better days, and he's not throwing much back. He tried for a combination there, but he's like a guy. Murray looks like a guy who's completely lost the script. Completely lost the script of being a boxer. I think it's like the shell of Martin Murray. Nah, this ain't looking good. Hands up, not throwing much back. The occasional jab, keeping his hands up and walking forward. That's exactly what Martin Murray's doing. And then Saunders is peppering him with the left hand right combination there from Saunders again. Hands down by the side, looking in front of Murray. And Murray again just puts his hands up. So this is a showcase fight for Billy Joe Saunders now. No chance of Murray causing the upset unless he throws a complete haymaker that Saunders don't see. It's nothing more than a glorified sparring session. I guarantee you if he fights Canelo, it won't be a glorified sparring session. Sorry, for those people tuning hoping that Martin Murray is going to win this fight, my apologies. That's not going to happen. Well, not going to happen. If those people who are watching this understand what audio commentary is, don't ask me to turn the camera around, because you know exactly what I'd get in trouble for doing it, so don't ask. Enjoy the audio commentary. Just a reminder again, for those you don't know, download the app, the BWTM online app. You can get it for Android phone. It's free. Download it and you can get all the boxing, all the sports, all the news, all the entertainment, all the interviews, the lot. So this is round 6. While you're in the room, please do check that you are subscribed to the channel. And make sure you hit the notification bell, because I believe that YouTubers, for the most part, a lot of people are complaining and they're not getting notifications anymore. So check that you have subscribed and your notification bell is on. Good 1-2 there from Saunders as he starts round 6. He's just bouncing around the ring, hands down by the side, casual. Unless Murray clips him with something in between, I don't see much more happening. Saunders down by the side. Murray gets him against the ropes. Saunders ties him up. I don't think Saunders is the greatest inside fighter, to be honest. If you let him stand on the outside and do what he's doing here, he's a very good boxer. Saunders, again, throws a combination with Martin Murray. Digs a left hook to the body. Okay, Murray. Saunders, again, turns orthodox. He says, right, I'll go orthodox today on you. Nah, he goes back southpaw again. Gone southpaw again. Uppercut again. Murray walked to that one, but ref says keep it up to Billy Joe Saunders. And now he's having a word with both lads. I don't know what the referee's saying. Maybe he says, let's see a bit more action. Yeah, I'd agree. Let's see a bit more action. Straight left hand. Now Murray inside to clinch. Ref says box on. 1-2. Another 1-2 again from Saunders. Again, Saunders with his head in Murray's face. Now the referee should say something to Billy Saunders about it. He's pulled them together again. And I don't know what he's saying, but he's probably saying sort it out. But Saunders has used his head more than one occasion. A referee should have really deducted a point by now. Ridiculous. There's no need to use your head anyway. You've got all the boxing ability. You're in control of the fight. Why the hell are you using your head? There's no need to use your head, son. Just use your shoulder as well. Saunders 1-2-3 combination. The only thing about Saunders I'm a little concerned about, only a little bit, is that when he throws his combinations, he's still in the pocket with his hand down by the side. You just think one wild shot from Murray, while his hands are down, he's relaxed like that. Those are the shots that knock you out because you don't see them coming. But otherwise, Saunders is in complete control of the fight, doing whatever the hell he wants, including putting his head in Murray's face and on his chest, turning from orthodox southpaw. Murray digs 2 to the body. Do whatever the hell he wants, Billy Joe Saunders here. I can tell you now, Canelo will not give Saunders this sort of time. Straight right hand there from Murray. Murray now brings his hand down his side and goes back to the corner. Murray's not happy about something. I don't know what's got Murray's goat from the second round, but it's something Murray's not happy with, and I don't know what it is. T Murray. I got 20 quid for Saunders to win by round 9 KO. Okay, you and Billy been talking, Dan? What app? Yeah, BWTM online. Check the app out. You read the bottom there in the yellow. It's telling you what's the app. It's the app for us, BWTM online. Oh, some people. Told you enough. KC 1, 2. Please don't ask to put this. Please don't ask to put it on. You'll end up getting blocked. Straight up. Okay, this is round 7. So you bet round 9. It'd be interesting to see if you get the bet right. Round 7. Saunders versus Murray. Murray gets the ropes, hands up. If Murray is to win this fight, yeah. If he is to win this fight, oh, great left hand there from Saunders. Murray ate that up as well. If Murray is to win this fight, yeah, it's going to be through the straight left hand. It'll be through the straight left hand because that's the shot he's landing on Billy Joe Saunders all the time. Good straight right hand there. That one rocked Billy Joe Saunders' head back. That was a good shot. Go on, Murray. Go on, son. Give it some. left hook to the right hook to the body, and again Saunders ties him up. Head going down again. Murray tried for a combination, and then Saunders hits him around the back of the head, and I think the referee's now got to do something with Billy Joe Saunders. He's now punched Saunders around the back of the head, and it's been allowed. So he stuck his head in Murray's face at least 3 or 4 times. He's punching around the back of his head blatantly, and the referee said nothing about it. What is that all about? Saunders can do what the hell he wants. I hope if Saunders and Canelo fight, that nobody complains about. Yeah, if Canelo does dirty stuff, because it's not on. It's something I hate about British boxing or boxing in general, where the referee see a guy combination here from Saunders. He's like padding with a right and a left combination back. I hate seeing that when referees damn well know what the hell's the referee in the ring for if he's not protecting the fighter. What is the referee in there for? Is he a fan or what? This guy's 3 times used his head, Saunders, and he's hit a guy blatant around the back of the head. And what's the referee doing? What's he being paid to do? Apart from walk around the ring, if he's not protecting the fighter. I get angry about stuff like this because a fighter, Daddy has to fight the opponent who's a tricky southpaw, and he's still got to fight the referee as well. Digging shots in there, Murray. Frustrating night for him. Okay. Oh, now the shoulder. No, he just used the shoulder on the inside, Billy Joe Saunders. He used the shoulder and used it to lift Murray's head up. Now he's got his head back inside. What is the referee going to do about this? He breaks them up. This is ridiculous. It's disgusting. Combination here from... And he's got his head in his face again. The referee's got to take him off. No, don't warn him. Take a point off. And now Murray's complaining about it. This referee needs to be fired and never do any refereeing again. This is where people get hurt in boxing. Look. Good left hand there from Saunders. He's boxing well. He doesn't need to be using all the shoulder and using... It's good. He's boxing well. He doesn't need to be using the head and the shoulder and dirty tactics. He don't need to be doing that stuff. He's boxing Murray fine. Ridiculous. This is atrocious. I don't care if this is Britain or in America. I don't care. The referee's job is to protect the fighter. This is ridiculous. When a guy's wrong, he's wrong. And this is wrong. And the referee has just allowed it to... You know what? If I'm Martin Murray now, I just go throw punches. I just punch him in his nuts. I don't care. If it was me, I'd just be punching Saunders in his nuts now. I'd get my head involved. I'd make it rough. That's what I'd do. Oh, that's Murray's doing that this round now. The clinch he was trying to get dirty on the inside. Yeah, your head's getting involved now. There's the head again from Saunders. And Murray showing again. He's looked at the referee as to say, what the hell are you doing? Good left hand combination there from Saunders. So he's whipping in punches, shoulder and head. We'll have to call this head, shoulders, knees, and toes. The only thing that Saunders ain't used is his knee at the moment. I'm waiting for that as well. Good body shot in there for Murray. Again, use to the head. There's no need for it. Combination here from Saunders. Good little uppercut inside. Again, the referee. Right, now, what's the referee going to do? What's the referee going to do? He's warned him 4 times already. Well, you're going to warn him again? You should disqualify him. What are you doing, referee? Is he going to take a point off? Is he going to take a point off? He's talking to Murray now. Are you going to take a point off? Are you taking a point off? Are you taking a point off? He's separating them. Are you taking a point off? Or is he going to disqualify Saunders? He pulls them together again. How many times you pull these guys together, mate? What is this? Mediation meeting? What are you a mediator or what? You're a referee? It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Saunders, for the amount of fouls he's had, he should be getting disqualified. Go on, Murray. Go on, Murray. He's got Saunders against the ropes. He's just plying forward now and sticking his nut in himself now. That's it. Stick your nut in yourself as well, Murray. Go on. Yeah, go on, son. Just stick your nut in as well. It's going to get dirty. Let it get dirty. Yeah, that's it. So Murray now holding on to Saunders and getting his own nut involved now. That's it. I'll be lost. I don't blame Murray now. I'll be looking to throw low blows a lot. Don't business now. Because if the referee can't help me, to hell with it. You ain't going to disqualify him, so I'm going to do my own shit now. That's basically what's happening now. Murray goes inside and whacks 2 to the body of Saunders. Murray holding Saunders and hitting him on the inside with the uppercut. I spoke about this earlier about Saunders inside the clinch. He's not that strong. Murray's showing it here. This is probably Murray's best round. Why? Because he's holding Saunders, right? And just trying to hit him on the inside. That's it. Murray tied him up on the inside and now trying to fight on the inside. So Murray's making this as ugly as Saunders wanted it to be now. Murray don't care now. It's like, oh, great left uppercut inside there. But Murray's right on his chest now. I hope he does this though and ties Saunders out this way. Oh my God, the head again! It's blatant head work now. Blatant. I hope Murray tires Saunders out for this now. End of the round. Saunders looks winded as well. Good. How can I be a hater? The guy's used his head about 10 times in the fight. Is that what you call hating? Come off, mate, bro. Come off my channel, man. You guys need to come off my. You guys need to come off my channel. You need to come off my channel. Like, hey. Like, you need to come off the channel as well. Come off the channel, man. If there's anybody in the room that can monetize this, please just block these guys out, please. Disgusting. I'm biased, am I? Okay. Biased for heads coming in. All right, well, people watch it on replay and see how biased it is, mate. The only people biased in the room are the people who are not seeing that Saunders uses shoulders, he uses head. It's not biasness, mate. It's what I'm telling you as I see it. If you don't like it, leave the channel. If you don't like it, disappear. How can I be racist, mate? Just be quiet. Let's move on. This is round 9. And now they're inside Murray. Murray's looking to the referee as to say, what are you doing? Again. Jab for Murray. Left hand from Saunders. Combination from Saunders. Nice combination from Saunders there. He doesn't need to do all the fouling. He's a much better boxer when he doesn't foul. Good stuff from the outside here from Saunders now. Good 1-2 from Saunders. Again, spinning Murray using the combination. Nice stuff here from Saunders. That's what I like about Billy. Using his combinations. Boxing. That's what it's about. Body shot there. Nice combination there. Billy digging to body and head there. Nice combination. 1-2 for the middle from Billy Just Saunders. That's what I know of Billy Saunders. The boxing. Not their head butting in the shoulders. No need for that, Billy. Digs a left hand into the body there. And again uses the head. Uses the head and pushes Murray's head back with it. And the referee's allowing it. Good uppercut inside there from Saunders. Murray takes it. Left hand again. Another left hand from Saunders. Murray against the ropes, tied up, and the head again from Saunders. Combination now from Saunders again. Murray against the ropes. Saunders pouring, looking to put the left hand in. Murray tucks up and throws a little combination back. Saunders holding Murray against the ropes. Murray fights back off the ropes. They're back in the center ring. Saunders left-right combination. That one I think hurts Murray. Combination there from Saunders. Head right in the chest, on the chest there from Saunders. Left uppercut. Again, head being used. Both men standing. And now they touch gloves for that round. So whatever happened in between the fight with what's going on so far, they touch gloves. So there's a little bit of respect between them now. So whatever happened early on, that nastiness that was going on, they touch gloves now, like at the end of the round. So there's some respect between the two guys now. Yeah, look, Saunders is winning this fight from round one. Murray hasn't done really anything dramatic. So Saunders has won this fight like a country mile. But yeah, Saunders has won this fight by country mile. There's no remote, unless Murray lands a wild one from somewhere. Saunders has got this fight in complete control. And that's why I just didn't understand why he was using his head, using his shoulder. So yeah, he's definitely winning the fight. And the referee's taking no points off, which is shocking. What do you mean I like Billy Joe Saunders now? Mate, you don't know nothing about me. Come off my channel, man. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, Saunders is winning the fight by a country mile. You know how boxing goes. You can always get, you know, the wild punch that comes out of nowhere after a guy's leading in a fight. But Saunders is blowing. That's true. This is round 10. Saunders on the ropes at the moment, just boxing off the ropes. And Murray's got him there. If I'm Murray in the last 2 rounds, I throw as many punches as I can and see if I can really test that stamina of Saunders. Murray's there. He's sturdy, coming forward, but Murray's tying him up, holding up inside and throwing. And, oh my word! Billy Saunders uses his hand and push Saunders. Saunders has pushed Murray's face right back and he's got him in the clinch. Again, you can't do this stuff. It's not allowed. It's illegal. You can't blind a man with his face, with your hand like that. That's illegal stuff. Oh, dear me. The referee's allowing it. All you people saying here are, oh, I'm terrible for saying things like that. What you don't understand, a lot of you guys that come in and watch, is that these things are what causes injuries. Punches around the back of the head. You know, they're not good. Rabbit punch around the back of the head. And I can tell you firsthand what it's like to get hit by punches around the back of the head. You start seeing 3 and 4 because you're dealing with your eyesight there. It's not good. So I'm not just talking from a perspective of just sitting on a keyboard, like most of you are that are criticizing me at the moment. So Murray holding on here to, and again, another clinch. And the referee says break. I called it early on. This would be an ugly fight. Just the way the guys were going about it. Murray tucking up, trying to put pressure on Saunders. Saunders hits him with a 3-punch combination. And then, again, against the ropes. Referee breaks them up. And they go again. Thankfully, Martin Murray's eye is held up. It's just a bruising rather than a nice combination here from Murray in the coming out of a clinch. Saunders 1, 2, 3. Murray throws once. Oh my word! Not ahead again. 1, 2 from Saunders. Well, if he tries to do this stuff in America, he will not be allowed. He'll get disqualified first. If he does this stuff in America, he will get disqualified. He'll get disqualified. If he does this in America, he'll get disqualified. They won't allow him to get away with that stuff in America. Definitely won't allow Billy Joe Saunders to get away with it in America. Because he's the A fight, he's the A-side fight, you see. course. Yeah, you see it yourself. You watch. You guys are watching the fight. You can see. I'm saying to you in terms of the Canelo fight, if he fights in America like that, he will get disqualified. And don't say he's not in America, because the big money in the big fights for Saunders will be in America if he doesn't fight, for example, Chris Eubank Jr. So Saunders is on, he's on a road to fight Canelo after Callum Smith. Please. Yeah, I'll give you a shout in a minute, son. No problem. This is round 11 of the fight. Saunders comes out, throws a straight left and another left there, and they're grabbing together, and their heads are coming in, and whatever. I've gone enough about it. I'm not going to bang on it anymore unless something worse happens. So this is round 11. Want to see the Saunders gas tank for the last 2 rounds. For those people who are watching the fight live and listening to this on commentary, please say as you see it yourselves. Combination from Saunders misses over the top. Murray ducks under it. They break, and again, Murray hands up like he's been from first round. Saunders trying to fight a wild right hook. Murray sees that coming. Saunders walking Murray to ropes and whips in a sharp right hook to the body. They're against the ropes again, tying up. Referee breaks them. And here we go again. Uppercut from Saunders. Real good shot. He's landing that uppercut all night. It's been a great shot. Straight 1, 2, 3, 4 from Saunders. And Murray just tucks up tight and just moves along the ropes. Murray's taking he's taking a hell of a lot of shots tonight. Tie up again. He's taking shots to the chin, from the head, the shoulder, and the fists. I mean, I'm not making this stuff up. Holding again. Murray's looking to the referee. He's holding, looking to referee. Look, you can see he's looking to referee. The referee's not doing anything. And Murray knows what the score is. Murray against the ropes now. Referee breaks them. Warns, and off we go again. Saunders tries a wild right hook and a left straight. And then a right. That's a good shot there from Saunders. That was a good shot. Then they do a little dance in the center of the ring, holding on to one another. And then right jab from Saunders. They hold one another again, and Saunders uses the head again, and then he uses the head right on the nut of Murray again, and Murray now holds him in a headlock. Yep, Murray's got him in a headlock now. That's it. I know Murray's apologising for putting him in a headlock. Why? So I think some of you think I can make this stuff up and still commentate at the same time. Wow, I must be a great commentator. To make it up, and imagine them holding one another and headbutting all this stuff, make it up because I'm a hater. God blimey. End of the round. Billy Joe Saunders winning very comfortably, to be expected though. Not nice to see Murray take the shots he is, although he might not look big. Shots, they all add up and do damage. Of course they do. This is coming into the 12th round. Yeah, Mighty Murray's always been durable. Always been durable. Good evening, Justin. Hope you're well. If you're watching this on Facebook, do smash the like button. Yeah, well, you'll see it. You'll see it for yourself in the highlight. You'll see it all in the highlights afterwards. Saunders doesn't need to do all that stuff. He really doesn't. They both touch gloves, and Billy Joe Saunders, they were going to hug one another, and then Saunders, as Murray was going to hug him, Saunders kind of pushed him off him. Very nice. Very gentlemanly. This is the 12th round. Saunders looked like he might try and stop Murray in this last round. That's what it seemed like. When a fighter does that, it's okay. He wants to stop. He wants to stop the fighter. Let's see what he does for the 12th round. Oh, sorry, look, they're going to trade now in the last round. Murray started throwing a combination, and Saunders joined in with it. Saunders has got Murray back up against the ropes, using a jab, the right jab, and then trying to hit him with a straight left. Story of the night, really. Murray against the ropes, and Murray throws on fish. Nice 4-punch combination. I don't know if the punches were low there, but who cares? This is the last round. The referee's allowed fouling, so might as well be fair with the fouling, isn't it? Murray against the ropes again. Hands up. Saunders looking to catch Murray with something. Murray trying to throw shots off the ropes. 1, 2, 3. Uppercut on the inside from Saunders. And then a 1, 2. Nice fast combination there from Saunders. And again, Saunders ties him up and then pushes his head back. Referee says break. Saunders wants to force a stoppage against Murray. I'm sure he does. But on this showing, do you really want to be seeing Billy Joe Saunders fighting Canelo? Really? Are you serious? Are you really serious? Because punches will be coming back from Canelo, and they'll be coming back very hard. Upper body movement he will make. If Murray's making him miss, Murray's got his arm in a lock now. Nice. And they break. Saunders' hands right down by his side. Literally down by his side. Jab again from Saunders. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Billy Joe Saunders is the same fighter at super middleweight as he is at middleweight. I think at middleweight he was a much better boxer. At super middleweight he just seems sluggish to me. Good left hand there from Saunders. That was a good left hand. That was a real good left hand. I don't think he realised he hurt Murray as much as he should do, because he's hurt Murray, that left hand. It's a good left hand there. Really stiffened the legs of Martin Murray. Last 20 seconds. Straight left hand to the body, and here comes Saunders again, trying to finish the fight off strong. Saunders says, come to me, to Murray. And Murray holds him, digs him, a couple of body shots, and holds him the headlock. And there you go. Now they out embrace one another. They talk to one another. That's what it's about in boxing, the embrace, the hug. You know, two men, two tough men embracing afterwards. That's sweet. That's great. That's what you love to see in boxing afterwards. What's it's about? You know what I mean? That was good to see. But the nastiness, just when you see a guy who's got the skill set of Billy Joe Saunders, and you see him using the shoulder and the head, and I'm myself, why are you doing that? It's not like you're in a position where the guy that was fighting you was being nasty as well. I would have got that, you know, or you were in a desperate situation and you were trying all you could to win the fight, and it was life and death, and you were doing that. I would have got that. But the referee and Saunders are having a conversation. I don't know what's going on there. Something's happening between the referee and Saunders. I don't know. But Saunders should have been at least 2 points should have been deducted, if not disqualified. That disqualification sounds harsh, but you know, at the end of the day, I think the two are having a conversation in the middle of the ring, hands on hips, talking to one another. I don't know what's going on. Their words are being exchanged. Both got their hands on their hips. You know, Murray's got his hands on his hips. Saunders is talking. It's not the conversation they're having here. It's an interesting conversation they're having there. They're talking to one another still. It's an interesting one. Both had their hands on hips. Murray's still got his hands on his hips, and Saunders, they just tap shoulders and they tap. I don't know what's been said between the two of them. But they're just waiting probably for the decision to hear that Saunders has won by unanimous points decision. I just don't like to see it, you know? Don't like to see it. Yeah, Mario win by Saunders win by unanimous point decision. He says, GGG definitely need that third. Then GGG's finished, I'm afraid to say. He's finished, and I think we'll see when he fights his next fight. GGG's finished. You know, you think about all those amateur fights these guys have, and the pro fights. He's had hard pro fights as well. You know, particularly when he's stepped up in competition. GG's had some hard fights, and he takes a lot of punishment. GGD for me, he's in the decline. You know, you saw the fight against him and Deverenchenko. I really don't see that fight happening. You know, I think I don't see Canelo fighting him, to be honest. Just don't see it. Yeah, GG Saunders would have been the fight, but I would not like to have seen GGG versus Saunders like that. I'm sorry. If Saunders were to fight Billy Joe Saunders as that, I think you'd be seeing. Look, they're still talking to one another. They're still having words with one another. They're still having words with one another. Saunders has won, but Murray wasn't happy for sure. And Murray's a man who'll speak his mind. And I'm sure at some point, when he gets an interview, you're going to hear about Martin Murray talking about the elbow, the shoulders, the headbutt. Something's been said in conversation between those two. That's not a usual thing to see after a fight like that. The conversation those two were doing. I didn't hear what was being said, but their body language was like, bro, I want to have a word with you after, so I'm not happy about what's going on here. Murray's still got his hands on his shoulder, hands on his hips. You know, this advertising Kubrat Pulev versus Anthony Joshua. But sorry. I'm sorry that, you know. See there? Adam Smith and Matthew Macklin didn't even mention their head and the shoulder even once. Well, they wouldn't, would they? Prediction for Callum versus Canelo. Body shot weekend. What's going to happen is, because of the way Callum Smith fights, okay? Callum Smith's got a nice jab, and if he stays on the outside and uses his jab, that's fine. The Canelo fight with Callum Smith is going to be very similar to the Rocky Fielding fight, or even worse, because you see with Callum Smith, when Callum Smith gets attacked, he does this. He puts his hands up like this, and he curls into a bowl. So you see what happens at the end with that is that Canelo's going to get inside. He's going to throw body shots under the rib cage, and you'll see Smith go over. So I expect Saunders won by points on unanimous point decision. I believe. I can't hear, but I believe you won by unanimous point decision. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Anybody who watched the fight live, what are your thoughts on what you saw? Was I making up about the head, the head? The head butting and the use of the head. Was I making that up? I don't believe I was. Let me all give you the link as well while you're still here so you can have a look. I can quickly get you the link as well before you go. So what are your thoughts on Billy Joe Saunders' performance tonight? Was that the sort of performance you want to see from your fighter going forward and challenging the likes of GGG? I think Saunders would do okay against GGG, but he should stay well away from Canelo. Well away from Canelo. Well away. Because, you know, Canelo's a totally different ball game. You know, and I don't think he's got the power to hurt Canelo. That's the problem. Yeah, the judges probably have that right, to be honest. Yep, of course he gets wiped out. Of course he'll get wiped out. There you go. If he boxes like that against Canelo, he'll get wiped out. But you know what? Stars make fights, and people will say, but here's the link for those of you that want to see it. There's the link for the app. If you've got an app or you've got a mobile phone, you get it on the app. Are you not? Are you not happy That Saunders won. Nah, he won. He won well. Very committed. He won well in terms of the boxing side of things. He just had it under control. But it's not. Yeah, Saunders will take Saunders will take it off his shoulders. Saunders can't pull the trigger. Couldn't stop most welterweights. My problem with Saunders is since he's moved to super middleweight, he's not looked impressive. I don't think he's a super middleweight. I really don't. Although he boxes in middleweight, I think Saunders' best wins have been at middleweight. I really do. But you get older and stuff, which means he's slow. When you're slower, you're more easier to hit. And I just don't like him at super middleweight. Gigi would have got KO versus Saunders, probably because the thing is Saunders is there to get hit now. You know what I mean? He's better at middleweight. It's not hating. He's better at middleweight. I've got no reason to hate him. No reason to hate. But you've got to call it as you see it. And that's what I do on this channel. I call it as I see it. I don't make things up. We've got too much of that. Good boxing, but not a statement. That's it. It's not a statement. It's not something that people are going to want to come back and see again and again and again. And, if you're top of the bill, you've got to ask yourself the question for DAZN, the investment they've made in Billy Joe Saunders. I will not be surprised sooner than later that Billy Joe Saunders gets cut from DAZN. He's not a big money spinner. He doesn't drag the crowds in, right? So the only reason Billy Joe Saunders would be used now is as cannon fodder for Canelo, to make Canelo look good. That's what it is in this boxing business. That's it. That's the only reason. He's an opponent for Canelo. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Nice. Once he comes at big punch, he's in trouble. Yes. Michael Fox says, thanks for commentary, Ingram. Not sure if we will see the best of Billy Joe. I think we may have seen it, sadly. Canelo is too strong, too snappy for Saunders. I don't think the Saunders will even land a punch in that fight. No, he'll land punches in that fight. Do you think Billy won? Yeah, Billy won. No, I don't think I definitely don't think he'll win against Canelo. No, hell no. No way. You guys making Saunders sound like Chavez Jr. No, not really. Not really like that. I'm just saying that you've just got to put things into their proper place. When we start, this is where people start pulling things up and start saying, well, he's going to do this and that. We have to look for what it is. That's Martin Murray. He's been out of the ring for how long? You thought he'd stop him, but there we go. Maybe some ring rust, though. Well, okay. The last fight he had, Saunders, was that ring rust as well? You only sometimes you can make excuses for things. I want to see Billy Joe Saunders versus GGG. I don't think we'll see that fight. I really don't think we'll see that fight. I think there's more money in the Canelo fight, and Billy Joe Saunders is a prize fighter. He's in it for the money, so I believe he'll fight. He'll fight Canelo. If there's gonna be a fight, he'll fight Canelo. Like to see Billy Joe Saunders versus Danny Jacobs. Yeah, I'd like to see that fight as well. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I'm good, man. How you doing? Just saw Billy Joe Saunders, and yeah, headbutts, elbows, and the referee allowed it to just go. Let it slide. Let it slide. All fight. So I'd love to know what they're going to say about it. Love to see what Saunders is saying about it. Oh, no, Mike Murray's got to say.
That obviously gutted, but it is what it is. And I got beat by a better man. There was not much in a lot of the rounds, but he was just pipping me. We never let him find a proper rhythm, but he was doing just enough, and he was up and down. He was a quality fighter. The better man won on the night. What more can I say?
What do you want to do now? I don't want to bring this inevitably straight on to retirement.
Everyone's been saying, people have been wanting me to retire for years. Yeah, you know what I mean? Every time, what will you do after this fight? Will you retire? I was going to retire 2 years ago. But I knew there was a big fight left in me. I knew there was another world title shot. So I was, I did it for the enjoyment, and I was rebuilding. Like I said, I knew there was a big fight. 5 times for the world title, mate. 5 times. Mate, I'm not going to get 6. My body can't take it. I'm 38. I turned pro late, but yeah, just rebuilding. I just want to spend time with my family now. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Never say never, but yeah, I think that's it. You know what I mean? I tried, and listen, I mean, every time you get beat, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I'm gutted, but I've always had that bit of hope. I've always believed, and I truly believed I could beat him tonight. I felt good. We had a great training camp. My back went a couple of weeks ago. Big thanks to my physio, Pinky, for getting it in his best condition as possible. But it went again in about round 8, and that's no excuse, by the way. I did get beat off a better man, but what I'm trying to get round to saying is it's taking a lot of word and tear in my body now. Do you know what I mean, mate? So yeah, never say never, but I'm ready for a good rest now, mate.
I'm sure your family will have a big say in it as well. If it is the final chapter, not the end, but the final chapter, when you do walk away, will you walk away with your head held high, having achieved everything?
Yeah, listen,
open brackets apart from a world title.
Obviously I've not achieved the world title, but I had a colourful past before I turned pro. When I turned pro, I said I wanted to have no regrets, go anywhere, fight anybody. I've done that. I could have been double weight world champion if the judges and a bit of luck was on my side, but it never worked out that way.
Yeah, Murray Eubank would have Murray out. I'd like to see Canelo versus Eubank all day long. I'd love to see that as well. Charlo's my boy. I love Jamal Charlo. I love Jamal Charlo. Love him. I would like to see Jamal Charlo versus Billy Joe Saunders. I'd love to see that fight. I'd love to see. I don't want to see Charlo versus Eubank Jr., but I love Charlo. So Charlo's my boy. Corner should have pulled him out, not a K artist. Yep. There's only one Martin Murray. We're all so proud of you still. Yeah, Martin Murray did well. Really did well for himself, considering his age and coming back. He did well for himself. I just don't like to see guys getting fouled like that. I don't like it. Who wins, Ryan Garcia or Luke Campbell? Spencer's going to win. Don't like what he did to Mikey, but I like him in this one. Okay. Luke Campbell. No, yeah, Luke Campbell. Luke Campbell, the smart money would be on. But I don't like the way Campbell goes down so easy. But Luke Campbell is far and above a better boxer than Ryan Garcia. Fundamentally better boxer. So, yeah. But yeah, I feel for Martin Murray because I thought he got robbed in his world title fights, not the GGG fight, but the other fights. So fair play to Martin Murray. He's saying that his body is too old now. He wants to spend more time with the family, but he wanted one more world title shot. So fair play. Yeah, Murray lost on points. I go for Ryan. Well, sorry, he's got to go for Ryan, I guess. Not gonna lie. Awesome coverage. Got yourself a permanent subscriber. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Like that. It was typo. Oh, right. Okay. So, join me tomorrow night for Errol Spence against Danny Garcia. Also join me tomorrow night for Anthony Yard against King Arthur. That is going to be one hell of a fight, I'm telling you. If anyone else could punch like Julian Jackson. Julian Jackson and the Jackson family are good friends of this channel. If you go on the chat, you check this channel out, you'll see 3 or 4 interviews I did with Julian Jackson, a great puncher, a legendary puncher, and a great man to speak with as well. Chelsea Woods, there's only one Martin Murray, still proud of him, coming from his home town, Barmy Army. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. But I can imagine, Chelsea, that you probably would have been in the crowd cheering Murray on. Billy got skills. Hope he stays fit. Spence. Yep, of course, Spence. So join me tomorrow night for Yard versus Yard versus Arthur, and Spence versus Garcia tomorrow night. It's going to be a good night of boxing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do smash the subscribe button. And if you haven't got the app, the BWTM app, download the app so you don't have to keep coming to YouTube. Download the app and check out all our back interviews and stuff. So check it out. Check it out. Thank you all so much for watching this broadcast. Whether you are on, I'll do some shout outs before I go. If you're still in the room, where you are, I'll give you a quick shout out if you want to do it. So shout out to people watching us on Facebook, people watching us on YouTube, people watching us on Twitch, and people watching us on Periscope. Shout out to you all. Much love. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell as well. Most importantly, hit the bell so you get the notification for when we go live. Yeah, and if you get on the store, you can get yourself one of these BWTM sports gaming tops. All available on the store. Again, if you don't want to go download the app, you can have a look. I'll just give you this quickly. You can have a look and see what the latest news is. Got all sorts of things on there. All different people, so different backgrounds. So check that out. There's the app. Get yourself on. Oh, there's the website. Get on. Look at the website and see what we've got there. All right. Sounds good. Thank you all so much. Oh, yes. Shout out to my gym, Dale Youth, Ladbroke Grove. Shout out to Ladbroke Grove. Fond memories of Ladbroke Grove. My uncle used to be the chairman of the Notting Hill Carnival many years ago. And Ladbroke Grove, fond memories of Ladbroke Grove and the Notting Hill Carnival. Yes. Yes. All the practice, steel band practice down there at Ladbroke Grove. Yeah. Shout out to Dale Youth, the club that brought us George Groves and James the Gale, isn't it, Dale Youth? See, I don't understand why people are just so rude. Why do you decide to be so rude? You be so rude, and at the end of the day, you come here and you want to listen to commentary. No class. Absolutely no class whatsoever. Right. Let me get out of here. I hope your IP addresses are hidden. All right. I'm out.